playing for a head coach that has the trust in you to make a gutsy call like that on 4th and 2 right at the end of the game? Just trust you guys with the ball, trust your offense.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was going to do. I looked back, and offense stayed on the field. And, I mean, I was excited. I was like, let's go, let's do it. Because I knew the play call that we had in, I was like, I probably not going to go to me, but the way the defense they've been running, they couldn't really stop us all game. And Sam made a great play. O-line blocked amazing all game. But I was excited. I even gave Campbell a high five coming off the sideline. Like, I mean, I don't know how many coaches are going to go for that in that situation. So, man, hats off to him.
How great was this to do this in LA? And I mean, what kind of support did you have in the crowd today?
Yeah, I had a lot of friends and family here. But it was fun. I got to see them before the game last night. Went to had some dinner with them. Pre-game, saw them all. Just nice to be back home. Because the last time I was back home, it didn't turn out how we kind of wanted. So to be back home, have a good game, win the game. It just felt it just felt right.
How comfortable is year 3 for you, though, man? It seems like game by game, week by week, just getting better and better. Is the game slowing down for you? What you seeing at this point in your career at this time?
Yeah, that's a good question. Man, for me, it's just keep doing what I do. At receiver, it's kind of different than a lot of positions in football. Some games you might get 13 targets. Some games you might get 6. So it really depends how the flow of the game is going. If the run game's working, we're going to run the ball. If we can't run it, we're probably going to throw it more. If we're down, you probably got to throw it more. If you're up, you're going to run it more. So it really depends on, how the game is going. But for me, I just like to make the most of all my opportunities, especially at receiver, man. You can complain, whatever, but when the ball comes your way, are you making the play or you're not? And for me, that's the biggest thing is I want to make the play every time it comes my way. And if it doesn't, either, the defender made a good play or, I got to be better. So that's my biggest thing is, I got to get open. I got to make plays for this team and just be consistent.
You guys were healthy on offense for really the first time all year, maybe since week 1. Is this a glimpse of what you guys can be offensively with all your pieces back and healthy at O-line, wide receiver, both running backs, everything? Yeah,
I think so. I mean, you guys see, we got some weapons when everyone's healthy. That one that touchdown J-Mo had got called back. I think if we, get that one in, it might have been a different game just to start the game, because that was a big play for us. But, yeah, everyone being healthy is huge for us because, everyone can make a play every play. The same player can't make the play. So when you have all these weapons, it just takes a load off me, off guys, off Jared, off Laporta, off whoever's, off David, Jahmyr. Any time someone can make a play. Even on that one that David had, the 75-yard touchdown, I think, we were in the wrong personnel. It was supposed to be 12, and we were in 11, and so we called the play. I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing on this play. Like, I'm not supposed to be in. So I look at Jared. He checks it. He's like, you know what? Let's just check it to a run. Everyone relax. He checks it, and David goes for 75 yards. So it just shows you the ability that we have as an offense. We can explode at any point, and that's what I think makes. That's why I'm so excited to be a part of this team because there's guys on every level that can make plays.
That was a check run. That was a check play.
Yeah. So it was a completely different play to start the play, and we were in the wrong personnel. So I was like, I don't know what to do on this play because it was supposed to be a tight end, but we were in 11, so I was the third receiver, and he's like, let's just check it. We'll just check it to a run that we do all the time, one of our just base runs, and ended up popping for 75, and that's really why I was super excited. Obviously, David and everyone, but for us to do that in that situation, just to check to a regular run and score was huge.
Have you noticed defense is doing some different things with you as these 100-yard weeks keep piling up?
You know what? Not really. We do a great job of mixing run and pass, so it's kind of tough to predict. I feel like as a defense, if we're going to run it or pass it, like as you guys saw that 4th down, we ran it. I don't know how it was like 4th and something. Yeah, and we ran it. So you can't always predict what we're going to do. So that's what makes us so unique. But maybe a little on defense, but nothing crazy. I kind of like it. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Cleanup day last year, we talked about just wanting to be more involved in the vertical passing game. You've been seeing some more shots. You had the big crosser today. I think there was a sideline shot that maybe got broken up. But How much do you like the way you're being utilized this year versus maybe earlier in your career?
I love it. I love it. Like I said, whenever the ball comes my way, I got to make the play. I was super close on that go ball. It's like 2 inches off. I wish I could have had that one back. But man, like I said, wherever they put me, if the ball comes my way, I got to make the play, and that's just the mentality that I have.
Do you feel a little bit more space when everybody's healthy?
In terms of
It just as you're kind of moving around, do you feel a little more openness in general
Um,
when everybody's out there because
yeah.
they got a lot to think about?
Yeah, I mean, yeah and no. You know, certain play concepts, obviously, that work well with, you know, speed or not so much, or kind of tendencies that we have. But like I said, when you have so many weapons like we do, and everyone's healthy, you can't. I mean, it's hard to guard everyone. You take me out the game, you take Josh out the game. I mean, Leaf might be wide open. You take J-Mo off, you know, his deep route, I might be open underneath. Sam might be open underneath. You try to cloud everything out, just dump it out to Jahmyr, and he can take it, you know,